Taking in the midnight breeze on the upper deck of a moving ferry, a passenger pointed his camera toward the vast black ocean stretch. Just beyond the railings, a dark humanoid silhouette clung stubbornly to the exterior hull, fixing a cold gaze upon the deck. The channel Guro Shinra shared the footage to highlight the haunting echoes left behind in open waters. Deep within a pitch-black forest, a film production crew navigated a dense mountain path during a midnight location scout, guided only by the faint green glow of a night vision camera. The eerie journey reached a point of absolute horror when a female staff member froze in place. The video uploaded to the channel Dark Evil noted that the woman returned to her rural hometown immediately after the incident and has remained completely unreachable ever since. Her left hand strangely bound to a tree with thick locks of hair before she suddenly turned and ambushed her colleagues with human hair spewing from her mouth. Acting on a deeply concerned parent's request, an undercover investigator wearing a hidden camera arranged a meeting with a suspicious local dealer to acquire illegal herbal substances inside a shadowy hideout. The video presented on the channel Dark Evil hinted that the vengeful spirit may have belonged to a previous victim who lost her life to the dangerous substances sold in that very room. As the transaction reached its final stages, a spectral female figure emerged from the darkness directly behind the dealer, staring with immense hostility as if guarding the scene. Eager to ring in the new year, a group of young friends drove up to a secluded scenic overlook to watch the city lights and count down the final seconds of the night inside their warm vehicle. Their celebratory mood shattered into chaos when a pale, terrifying woman materialized out of the surrounding darkness right behind the car, causing the panicked group to lose control of their vehicle as it mysteriously began moving on its own. According to the channel Dark Evil, the violent motion overturned the car and sent several passengers to the hospital with severe injuries. two female students took a quiet stroll down to a grassy riverbank to kill time between university classes, laughing and taking pictures together near the water's edge. Their peaceful afternoon came to a sudden halt when a dark, humanoid shape began crawling up the concrete steps toward them from the river below. According to the channel Dark Evil, the local riverbank had long been notorious for dangerous currents and mysterious drownings. A chilly morning rain began to fall just as a group of technical school students gathered far too early outside their unopened campus, prompting one classmate to playfully record the rest on a brand new mobile phone to pass the time. The light-hearted teasing quickly vanished when a massive set of metallic shears suddenly emerged from behind a nearby concrete pillar, lunging violently toward an unsuspecting young woman. The creator of the footage later revealed through the channel Dark Evil that the targeted woman suffered severe bodily trauma in a terrifying freak incident shortly after that rainy day. An energetic group of friends gathered inside a private karaoke room to drink, sing, and celebrate late into the night. The party atmosphere shattered into sheer horror when a female guest collapsed onto the sofa, only for a shadowy figure holding a sharp implement to manifest behind her head, reaching out to strike. That following this unsettling event, the young woman's personality drastically altered, leaving her permanently distant and withdrawn. While riding a quiet subway escalator after a night out drinking, two young men playfully recorded their journey back home despite having taken a wrong turn on the station platform. As the cameraman waited for his friend to ascend the steps behind him, a spectral female face appeared, reflected clearly within the polished metallic wall while glaring directly into the lens. Reported that following this late-night encounter, the cameraman suffered from a persistent, chilling sensation of being watched wherever he went. Driving along a foggy highway during an incoming storm, a couple chatted cheerfully about their upcoming weekend plans while filming the rainy scenery outside the passenger window. After experiencing a sudden, heavy thud against the car chassis, they looked around in confusion, only to capture a distorted, angry face glaring into the vehicle from the interior darkness. Suggested that the persistent entity belonged to a victim seeking retribution against passing motorists. While hiking through a secluded mountain forest, two explorers stumbled upon an abandoned plastic sheet tucked away beneath dense undergrowth. Upon lifting the heavy covering to inspect what lay beneath, a pair of ghost-like, writhing hands reached out from the dirt beside the covered remains. The footage to highlight the unresolved anger lingering in remote, unvisited woods. A couple visited an elevated mountain viewpoint to take in the sprawling scenery, pulling out a selfie stick to capture sweeping 360-degree views of the distant landscape. The joyful atmosphere turned sinister when a spectral woman appeared directly behind the young man, opening her mouth unnaturally wide as if attempting to consume his very soul. Highlighted how malevolent entities often target individuals during their happiest moments to inflict maximum terror. During a tense-seated interview inside a production office, a traumatized witness attempted to recount a terrifying paranormal encounter he had experienced at a notorious local haunt. As the man began coughing uncontrollably and hyperventilating, the camera fell to the floor, capturing multiple menacing shadowy entities swarming around the room. Concluded the showcase by revealing that the whereabouts of the witness and the production crew remain entirely unknown. While exploring a rural countryside route during an afternoon date, a young couple ventured onto a creaky wooden suspension bridge spanning a deep gorge. The outing took a horrifying turn when the young woman suddenly collapsed in extreme discomfort, only for a dark figure standing at the edge of the bridge to instantly teleport right next to them in a blind assault. The channel Dark Evil shared the footage to showcase the unbridled malice residing within abandoned, isolated structures. A peaceful family outing to a countryside dairy farm took an unsettling turn while a child tried milking a cow in an open shed. Unseen by the parents, a pair of pale, discolored lower limbs strode directly behind the livestock as if searching for a lost trace. The disturbing clip was presented on the channel Guro Shinrei to illustrate how uninvited entities often lurk near unsuspecting tourists. During a scenic vacation at a riverside resort, a young couple filmed the serene views from a wooden footbridge crossing over a flowing stream. As they admired the pristine water, an unnatural head slowly emerged from underneath the structural beams, glaring directly toward the couple. local rumors suggesting the apparition belonged to someone who vanished in the nearby waters long ago. A coastal security officer set up a handheld camera inside a seaside equipment shed to document suspected property trespassing along the dock. The resulting footage captured two human lower limbs dangling motionless in midair behind a pile of fishing gear. Framed the footage around eerie occurrences haunting quiet industrial workplaces. Seeking a prospective partner, a nervous man sat in front of a recording camera at a matchmaking agency to share his personal background, hobbies, and modest hopes for the future. As he bowed his head politely to conclude the recording, the shadow of a woman armed with a long blade swept down toward his neck from behind. Mentioned that the agency closed down permanently due to constant unsettling incidents, leaving behind heavy rumors of an unrelenting grudge. Bested by constant late-night nuisance calls, a terrified woman set up a camera in her apartment to record evidence for local authorities. As she paced back and forth across the living room in distress, a pale figure materialized behind her, clinging tightly to her back. Revealed that contact with the tenant was lost shortly after the video was submitted. A noodle enthusiast participating in a blindfolded flavor test found himself consumed by an overwhelming, unnatural compulsion during the fourth dish. Rather than lifting the freshly prepared food to his mouth, he shoved his own hand deep into the bowl and began swallowing his own fingers. INRA later disclosed that the participant completely gave up instant noodles after the mysterious event. An anonymous tape delivered to a production house revealed footage of a stalker silently following a young woman down an empty urban street. The unsettling clip took a turn when the reflected glow of the parked vehicle showed a shadowy hand reaching out to grab the woman by her ankle. Shinra noted that the original creator of the tape remains completely unidentified. A group of friends recording their competitive bowling match cheered loudly after hitting a series of impressive strikes down the lane. The cheerful atmosphere evaporated upon reviewing the video, which captured a distorted figure creeping out from behind the pin setter toward the players. Shinra warned of local entities attaching themselves to crowded entertainment venues.